That's who I am. That's the way the Lord made me. And so once I got on the internet, I turned into this person that, yeah, can be a comedian, but you can still see maturity. Amen. It's not immaturity. So what is immaturity to you? What do you feel is immaturity? And what is the line between being immature and being funny? Just a personality. I would so much as say a person who's funny is not so much as immature. Immature people like to pull a lot of pranks. That's what I would say. Immature people will bother me because they like pulling pranks. They like doing stuff that irritates folks. And so to me that's my definition of immaturity. That's what I would call immaturity. And a lot of times people will do stuff when they're angry that are so petty it falls in the line of being immature, because an adult wouldn't do that. Amen. An adult wouldn't take that into their own hand and do little nitpicking things. And so a lot of times I look at my situation, I say, you know what? That's more immaturity than it is anger. And so as an investigator, sometimes you can find out a person's character, who's doing what, why, the motive behind it. And so you see, okay, a lot of folks are doing things because they're immature. And so this morning when I got up, the reason I asked that question is the Lord said, remember I told y'all years ago, the Lord said those are DICKs, dicks. Remember I said that? Those are dicks. Nah, this morning I don't feel like using language that's bad. I get in my moods that I can say some things, and then other mornings they hit my spirit when I say them. And so I want to be a lady, amen, at all times. And that's just the way I am. Some mornings my spirit can get up here and tell you some things that I'm not used to saying, and I'm cool with saying at that time. And then some mornings I can't. I got to, say, Lord, I don't want to say that word this morning. And so I try to spell it out like your children, DICK. Yeah, those are dicks. That's what the Lord told me. And so that was months ago, and I got up this morning, and the Lord said, males. I remember yesterday I was walking, he said, you're surrounded by males. MALES. Computer was acting up, he said, males. And so I didn't understand what he said, and so he said, look at the evidence. And then I look around and say, immaturity. Immaturity. Immaturity of people, you remember when you were back in high school, or junior high rather, high school students, they did it too. They did it too. They picked at you when they had a little crush on you. They picked at you. Amen. But yet, excuse me, especially back in elementary, kids didn't know any better. And so some of the stuff they did hurt, but yet they were picking because they had a passion in their heart. Even when they were little kids, they didn't know what passion was. And they had a little passion in their heart, and so they picked at you, pulled your little ponytails, and little girls cried, or they hit at you, push you. That was the way for them little boys to establish that they had a little crush. Why would they do that? Why do you think? Because they didn't know no better. They didn't know that that's not the way you do a little girl if you want her. Amen. You don't pick at her to get noticed. They wanted some attention. And somewhere in them they had a little anger. Amen. Why did the little boys have that anger in them? Why did they have the little, come on, follow me, come back with me. You remember back in the days, you end up dating him. A lot of times you did. Because you didn't know any better. You just know that you laugh sometime and he'll pull your little ponytail and bother you in class, and before you know it, the little kids are Renee and Johnny sitting in the tree, K.I. and then you, leave me alone, leave me alone. Man, you're running in the house. I'm gonna tell my grandma. Yeah, amen, amen, amen. And so you in there mad and puffed up, and Johnny's sitting outside waiting for you. He looking around the other little girls trying to see when you're gonna come outside. Yeah, because little Johnny just wanted some attention. He didn't mean no harm. He just wanted some attention. But he had a little violent man in him. Yeah, a little violent man that wanted to prove something. Amen. He didn't even know he was going to be like that. And so when we grow up, the little boys, they grow up and they become that same type of violent man. He's violent. Amen. They're violent. And so inside of them, they have an agitation. But in that, they're attracted. But they're just too controlling and stern to say, I want to talk to her. And then sometimes it's competition. I know I can't get her for whatever reason. Amen. Amen. I was telling this one guy the other day when we were talking. my mind kept flashing. I said, Lord, this is emotional. Yeah, it really is very emotional. My heart kept flipping because I said, Lord, if I was to date anyone right now, these fools, amen. And so I wanted so badly to stay off the internet. I said, Lord, but I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated to those who have been with me for 3 years or 4 years. It's been going on 4 years now. I'm dedicated to those who love to get up in the morning and listen to my voice. That I've never seen them before. They're way overseas, and I enjoy it. I enjoy. Sometimes you would wish folks would just get off the internet. Just get off of your Facebook. They want to shut your whole thing down instead of just getting off. That's anger. That's bitterness. Amen. They're bitter. Amen. And so I sit up here and I said, Lord, if any guy, I had this season, I really wanted to date. I did. I really wanted to date. And I'm still considering dating. And I said, Lord, I do. I'm going to go out on a date. I'm going to use one of these phone numbers that I got throughout the year. Then I thought, I'm so tenderhearted, instead of you just saying, okay, let him be a man and have to fight. But some folks, to me, they stand too high or they too sneaky because I'm fighting them and they're hidden, And I just love people. I don't want people to have to go through what I'm going through. I really don't. I don't want to see my children go through it. These people are so vindictive that they are even hurt children. They're so stupid. They're stupid. Arrogant. They feel like this is what they could do. I just wish I can get a hold to them so I can put my damn nails in them and pull their damn hair at the same time while I'm choking them around their neck. Don't do it, stupid. Amen. Yeah. And so a lot of folks are just angry because they couldn't get their way. Yeah, you get in position. It's like you got your little toys up there. You got your little toys. You want to move things around. You want to start confusion. You want to sit up in your high seat and watch people fight. You pick and you put people in the midst. You pay them, just to start fights, just to start trouble. So you can sit up there and look and sit back. That's stupid. That's a person with nothing else to do. I thought about the toy in Richard Pryor and the little white kid. And he had nothing else to do but to start trouble, to start mess. Immaturity. Stupid. And can you imagine, if you're in a high position of a business owner, how did that person get there? Yeah, come on. Because he didn't have the scruples to get there. You think about some people that are in position of power. You start a business and you have a company and people come to work and you just want to see them work and make it do it over. That's what we have going on. I want to see you just work. I want to see you do stuff. I want to see you go through a lot of effort and tragedy. That's stupid. That's a mind of a chaotic killer. That person would just kill. He's stupid. Amen. I thought about these people who have to fight for their land. And I heard about this in a certain one in government. Amen. Has access to deal with their land. And they're old people. And he came and he put a sign on their door, or sent a mail, actually. When I say put a sign on the door, send mail that their land, something was wrong with it, just to see them come down and fight. How stupid. And then one of the sisters said her mailbox had been up for years. Beautiful mailbox, and they built it. And so many mailboxes around the world like this, and yet then they came and they bothered her about her mailbox. It's not supposed to be that kind of mailbox. And then they really leave it. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. That's chaotic. Just to see chaos. The same people went to the mailbox and said, you can't have this kind of mailbox up. You have to have one of those regular posts. And the house is so beautiful. And they build the house to be beautiful. And they have the little brick mailbox out there. And it's really beautiful with the flowers at the bottom. And that ignorant demon said, you cannot have that mailbox. Just nothing else to do in government. Nothing else to do but sit up there and pick at people. Your land is on foreclosure and you've been paying your tax all the time. No, this is the information we have. We went back, and if you bring in receipts, we went further back and we found, just to see old people get up and have to go and fight the government. A person that would change your birth certificate and change your social security card just to see you go in and argue with the people. What is that? That's immaturity. That ain't even anger. That's a person that's suicidal in their head. And to think that we have this type of mentality in our government. Amen. Just to think that this is so stupid that as you hear people in their comments, this stuff is going on. It's not that there's no citation that should be given for mailboxes, but yet you have to take down your mailbox because it's beautiful. and I can't say it's even because of me. It's because of who